morning, Animation 2. It's Friday, April the 3rd. So, our agenda for the day. First, I asked you guys to get Animate, Photoshop, and Audition, maybe. If you were given a school-provided PC, this isn't going to work. I believe because you need an administration password to be able to open it, which I can't give you. So what I would strongly suggest you do is spend today looking for a cloud-based animation software that is free. There are some out there. I've never used any of them, though, so I can't really make any recommendations, and I don't really want to now. I'm this weekend going to download a couple of them and experiment with them. But just because I think it's good doesn't mean that you're going to like it. I'm trying to find one that is the easiest for you guys to jump into. So more or less the one that's the closest to Animate. But if you don't have an animation software to use right now, go look for one. There are plenty out there. Yeah, just look. So if you are needing a Photoshop software, there's one called GIMP, G-I-M-P, and it's a free kind of like Photoshop's little brother. You know, it does a lot of what Photoshop does, just not as well. So yeah, we'll find alternatives for you. So you need to start looking, and I will too. So that's the first thing. Second thing, I'm going to today start putting in grades for this week. So studio grades, the review and reflect form, stuff like that. So if you have any questions, please don't post your questions about grades on the Teams message board. Just email me directly if you have questions about your grade, okay? Third, this video right here, beneath it, right over there is a reply button. I would like you guys to, every day when you watch this video, reply with a hello. That is a very easy way for me to take attendance for the class. So currently what I do is I look at the message board, I look at the review and reflect form, I look at any assignments uploaded, I look at emails from you, and this is how I take attendance, to see if I can find you anywhere digitally, you know, because I can't see you. So if you could just respond to this video with a hello, that would be super easy, and then that way I'm not accidentally marking you absent when you're actually here, right? Yeah, so that would be great. Also, because you guys are super clever people, I like the idea, another student did it in the classes, who can come up with the most creative, clever way of saying hello every day. I think that's really funny. So yeah, we should have a daily competition. So I think that's all of our kind of like big things for the day in terms of like notes. Yes, now, what are we doing today? Now, I have a movie for you to watch called How to Eat an Apple, which I think looks beautiful. It reminds me a lot of like Dali. So if you've ever been to the Dali Museum or you're familiar with Salvador Dali's work, I think it's like hugely inspired by it, which I think is really, really cool. So definitely watch it. I hope you enjoy it. And there will be a critique on the review and reflect forum. We're going to be doing something, starting our last project of the year. And it is a project you guys should have already done by now, but you guys decided not to. You guys decided to way overcomplicate things. So, and this really was a benefit to us because you guys have to work individually, because you guys are all kind of like scattered all over this county and you can't interact every day in class. So trying to coordinate you guys working in groups and stuff, I don't think it's going to work too well. I think it's just going to lead to a lot of like confusion. So I'd like you to do this last project independently. It is going to be the project that I introduced before that you guys completely ignored, which is to mostly create a environment in Photoshop and then simply animate it with like camera movement to create an animation. And it's mostly a sound design project. So I'm going to post the video in the content library under the lesson content, the animated film that kind of inspired this project called 1150 Canyon Road, which I think is a really cool film. And it's mostly the exterior of a building, and we're hearing this guy on the phone on the inside. And it's just a simple camera movement. They have some secondary animations, which are really simplistic, you know, birds flying and stuff like that, which you'll also have to include, but we'll go over the rubric on Tuesday. So start brainstorming. That's what today's for, is to brainstorm what you could do, you know. Could you show a clock, just like an alarm clock, and then the secondary animation of the hands moving around the clock, and then we're hearing what's going on in the road or in the room. Absolutely, that'd be kind of cool. But what I think you should do, good artists use their surroundings to inspire them, and what nothing better right now than as an inspiration than a pandemic and a quarantine. So I would use that as an inspiration. Think, like, you're in a kind of like a historic moment, and I don't know. To me, this seems like a great time to kind of put your stamp on it or put your thoughts on it. I think that's it. So think, So the review and the Reflect Forum, I'm going to have you guys critique the video. I'm going to have you guys give me a couple of concepts for your film. That's it. Give some thought. We'll explore more on Tuesday. Today is a brainstorming day. Get a good thought. This is your last project of the year. I know that you guys, a lot of you, have a lot of time on your hands, so make it really good. Let's I don't know, make it worth the time that you spend on it. Like they always say, if you're going to make a comedy, make people laugh. If you're going to make a drama, make people cry. If you're going to make a horror, make them afraid. Just don't bore them. So really think about that. So that's it. Till Tuesday. Look forward to hearing your feedback for the animated film today. Bye.